Hi everybody, welcome to the Curtis kitchen. I'm Rosie, also known as Mrs. Curtis, and this is Billy, who's going to be my helper today. So today we are making our favourite family recipe. What is it, Billy?
Chocolate Oreo brownies.
Yeah, we make these all the time and they're really yummy. So the first thing that you need to do is line your tin. So here I've got a 9-inch tin and I've greased it and I've put some paper. And the reason you do that is so that you can get them out, which is really important. The other thing I've done is put the oven on, so that's heated at 180 degrees, because you don't want to put them in a cold oven. So we'll share the recipe with you. I have done a couple of things already. It's really not a difficult recipe, but rather than you hearing me whizzing up stuff, I thought it would be better. So the first thing that you need to do is get 185 grams of butter and 185 grams of chocolate, and you need to melt them. And the reason I've done it already is it needs to be cool, not too hot. So you can do it in the microwave, or I've done it on a double boiler, which is a pan with some hot water, and then just put it in a bowl and keep the heat quite low and just gradually melt it. And you can see here it's all lovely and oozy and melted together. This is Billy's favourite bit, and he usually tries to drink it straight, don't you, Bill, through a straw? The other thing that I have done already, but this literally only takes a few minutes, but I didn't think I wanted to whiz on camera, is in the mixer here. You can do it by hand if you're feeling strong. I've got 3 whole eggs and 275 grams of sugar, and I've beat it. I don't think there's a word as beaten. So that it's basically, I'll show you now. It's really, do you want to show it, Billy? So look, it's really kind of pale and frothy, so that takes a couple of minutes. You can do it with a hand mixer or a mixer or by hand with a whisk. Okay, so basically we're ready to go. So this is the really satisfying bit. So the other thing I've got here is I've got 85 grams of plain flour and 40 grams of cocoa powder, and we're going to sieve it in. Do you want to pop the sieve on the bowl, Bill? Can you see it from there, okay? Okay, so I'm going to pop it through a sieve, so you want to keep this as light as possible, so shake it in, buddy. That's it. If you shake it left to right, that's a good way as well, that's it. And then you can just push the last few bits through. Okay, like that. Okay, that's done. Lovely. And then this is a really satisfying bit. So this is the butter and the chocolate that I've melted already. It's a bit cool. It doesn't have to be cold, but just not too hot, because otherwise it collapses the eggs. And then it basically pop it all in. And from those white frothy eggs, you basically start. Do you want to start mixing that, mister? Can you see? You can mix it in the mixer, but you don't want to knock all the air out. So turns into, shall I have a go? Well done. It's a lovely chocolatey mix. Okay, so it's really, these are the best brownies. So once you've got it all combined,
and that, can I just ask, is that just a basic brownie mix?
I think it's extra special. That basically the less flour you put in, the more kind of fudgy it is. So because it's not got very much flour, it's going to be really fudgy. But yeah, it pretty much is. You could do this without the chocolate and the Oreos, but that obviously is the bit that makes it
so
special.
if you just wanted to make brownies, that would be a good brownie mix.
That's a really good brownie mix. Okay, so we're going to pour this into the tin. Obviously you have to make sure you get every single bit from the bowl, so there's nothing to lick. We have a fight in our house about who's going to get the bowl, obviously.
Me.
So we'll leave that until we finish recording, I think.
Shotgun. Shotgun.
Okay, so that's that bit. And then my very able helper, what we've got here is we've got 200 grams of white chocolate chopped up, and just a packet of Oreos like chopped into quarters. The white chocolate is amazing because when you pop it on top and put it in the oven, it goes all caramelly. Like, oh, it's delicious. So Billy's you're gonna sprinkle them on top, kind of scatter them all over, so you get little bits of the edges as well. You can mix a few in if you want to at the mixing stage, but I just prefer to dump them all on top. That's it, well done. The other thing that while Billy's doing that I like to put on top is just a real sprinkling of salt. So you've got that kind of sweet salty, because these are quite sweet if I'm honest. So the salty just adds a little tiny bit. Even the kids don't mind it. It adds a real kind of je ne sais quoi. All right, Mister. Do you want to just tip from the bowl now?
Do I have to?
And is that normal salt or crystallised salt?
Oh, these are they're like flakes, but you could just use normal table salt if you wanted. Shall I do these ones? So like, don't dump them all in one spot, but you can see it's pretty loaded. I mean, I'm not going to say these are calorie free, but hey, it's January, so try and get them in every little spot, and then just try and kind of just fill them around. Okay, so there we go. That's how they look. Do you want to put them in the oven, Bill, or shall I?
No.
Yeah, grab the oven gloves. So the key about brownies is not to overcook them. I'm going to have to put on the recipe how long they take because I don't actually know. I would say keep an eye on them, and they want to still be squidgy. Okay? Definitely not hard, but if you undercook them, obviously you can't cut them. So we'll show you a picture when they're finished. When they come out of the oven, cool them a bit and then put them in the fridge and then cut them. That's the best way, otherwise they do fall apart because they're really squidgy and yummy. Okay, and enjoy. Want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.